There's no doubt that different generations use social media for different reasons, but I want to talk about specifically Generation Z, which I myself fall under, and that is those people who are born between 1997 and 2015. So this generation is considered the tech-savvy, social media savvy generation, and that's because for most of their lives they've grown up with social media, so they know a lot about it, they know how to use it, and they incorporate it into their everyday lives. In fact, 66% of Gen Z say that they think social media is an essential part of their lives, with most of them using it to kill time. So what does this mean for your business if you target Generation Z? Well, you're in luck, because this is the generation that does a lot of research into brands on social media. They love to interact with brands, they like to find new brands, and they really do engage with a brand not just on a surface level, but they like to find out more about the business as well. In fact, Generation Z are the biggest advocates for awareness on social media, especially when it comes to brands as well. So things like making sure a brand has good morals when it comes to climate change and human rights and everything like that. They are the generation that inspire the most change on social media. And lastly, when it comes to data and privacy and everything like that, they are the generation that's least worried about it. They know that these businesses have their information, and instead of, getting worried about it and asking for privacy laws to be changed, they're actually encouraging brands to use that data wisely, so they are better targeted with better ads and better content that they are actually interested in.
Millennials are often saddled with stereotypes when it comes to social media, when this is the highest rate of all the groups that say social media is essential to their day and to their lives. They use it to connect with peers and the world around them, with 46% expecting their use to increase over the next 3 years, according to a survey by Sprout Social. So social media is very much a part of their lifestyle. What this means is that by associating your brand to a lifestyle, activity or subject of interest, it can make it easier to connect with this demographic. 75% of millennials say that social media enables them to interact with brands and companies. So if this is your target market, thinking about how you can make your brand accessible and deciding what part of the community it belongs to, what topics can you talk about and to keep it interesting, and use this to create a plan to encourage engagement in this group. A survey by Sprout Social showed that 42% of millennials who reach out on social do so to express love for a product or service, the most of any age group. It also showed that 60% have used social media for customer service, so social is quickly becoming this demographic's primary channel. Millennials also want the opportunity to solve the problem on their own without having to wait or talk to support, so cater to this in your business. This doesn't mean you need entire support teams focusing on customer support to get into their good books. You could set up automations for common questions and asking for feedback.
Have you stopped to think about baby boomers and what that means for your business on social media? One of the interesting stats I've seen recently is that whilst baby boomers might use Facebook quite massively to stay connected with family and friends, and probably some other social platforms as well, that only 20% actually buy direct from the social platforms. They are using it primarily to stay in touch with family and friends, like I've said, but they do use it as a bit of research from the looks of it, but they don't particularly buy the product. It's great for awareness, it's great for getting your brand out there, but their trust of purchase is still quite low, and the research does suggest that they prefer still to go into store to buy their products. So what does that mean for your business? Well, I think you need to put your budgets accordingly into the social platforms where your target market is, particularly if the baby boomers. Think about what their needs are, their habits are, and also the messaging. Is it awareness, or are you trying to encourage them to buy? Because that's obviously quite a difficult one to get them to do. So yeah, when targeting baby boomers on social media, have a good hard think about what their purchasing habits are like and their customer journey is like.